All right, man, here's your authentic talk note for today. This is stuff that if you really truly take time and apply it, contemplate it, put it into your experience in everyday life, it can truly change your life. And that sounds, oh, super cheesy. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I promise you, if you take these daily notes and you apply them to your thinking and apply them to your life, they will literally change your life. And I just speak from experience and coming from group process. I literally had one this morning, and I'm going to talk to you about something that was going on in that group. So a guy mentioned, he said, I just don't have time for my spirituality. I can't get up early enough in the morning. He actually set his alarm this morning, and instead of getting up early, he snoozed 4 times. I think we can all relate to that. And then ended up actually being the group like 5 minutes late, and he was like, that's basically the opposite of what I wanted to do, and here I am today just feeling like I just can't figure this out. And then he talked about on the weekends how that's really his time for family, and they do some traveling for some extracurricular things that his kids are involved in. And so basically life is just busy. And so what we kind of dialogued about there was, all right, so what's taking priority in your life? What is the most important for you? And he said, well, I really do find spirituality very important. And so I kind of continued to ask him, well, what if it didn't have to live in that time zone of early in the morning, and that's the only time you could chalk out, or Sunday going to your organization to partake in that spiritual practice? And he liked that concept. However, that's not happening in his daily practice. And so he kind of went around the room, and that's kind of a tension for most guys, is like, okay, well, where do I get my spirituality if I'm not being fed it? And I think that's probably the biggest hurdle to overcome in any area of health, is that we create time and space for ourselves, the things that we consider a priority. And I promise you, if you create time for your spirituality, it pushes back on everything as guys that we're told is supposed to be the most important thing. Being a great dad, being a great husband, being successful. Those three things are awesome and they are valid. However, if we're not taking care of ourselves, we absolutely will not be fulfilled and probably get resentful of those things and burn out. So what I would challenge you is, where can you find creatively in your day or week, this doesn't have to be a daily practice, but where are you finding time to be quiet and meditate on your spirituality, to where you're pushing back on the disciplines and the agenda and all of the things that say everything has to fit into a nice to-do list in order for me to get what I want? Not all the time is that the case. Most often, we just have to create a space for it and then function in that space. And that's what spirituality is just chalk out some time and then engage in your spirituality through meditation, through reading, through listening to podcasts or audibles. There's all kinds of ways to do this. And so I guess my call to authenticity for you today is, think about some times that actually work for you, rather than trying to make yourself do these certain rituals. But look into your life and get creative about, how am I going to pursue my spirituality? So obviously we're talking about spirituality and the spies here, so that's your area of health I would say to really focus on and kind of practice saying no to maybe all the agendas of life. And then we're really looking at the circle of relationship number 1 here, and this is where we get our creativity, our source, and really the thing that pushes in to that unconditional love and being somebody rather than being a human doing that we so often are. And so I really encourage you to dive into this and really go along the journey with us to expand on this. We have our online course that I absolutely believe in and can really give you that community component, and you can kind of do it on your time because it's online and it's creative that way. So I just hope that you'll create time and space for yourself, because you're a good man and you're worth it.